Dear students, welcome to First PUC Political Science class. Today we are going to continue our discussion on the fifth chapter of First PUC Political Science, that is Constitution of India. The today's topic today we are going to discuss on the topic of the preamble of our Indian Constitution. The preamble of our Indian Constitution. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಇಂದಿನ ಪ್ರಥಮ PUC ರಾಜ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರ ವಿಷಯದ ತರಗತಿಗೆ ನಿಮಗೆಲ್ಲರಿಗೂ ಸ್ವಾಗತ. ಇಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ನಮ್ಮ ಪ್ರಥಮ PUC ರಾಜ್ಯಶಾಸ್ತ್ರದ 5ನೇ ಅಧ್ಯಾಯದ ಚರ್ಚೆಯನ್ನು ಮುಂದುವರಿಸ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದೇವೆ. ಇಂದಿನ ಅಧ್ಯಯನದ ವಿಷಯ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ. ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಏನು ಹೇಳುತ್ತೆ, ಏನೆಲ್ಲ ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ಹೇಳಲಾಗಿದೆ ಅನ್ನೋದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಇಂದಿನ ತರಗತಿಯಲ್ಲಿ ತಿಳ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೇವೆ. Dear students, the preamble of the Constitution is considered as the basic principles of the Constitution, the basic structure of the Constitution. Whatever the provisions are included in the Constitution are explained in the preamble. If we need to understand the Constitution, we need to study and understand and get knowledge of the preamble. Before we are going to discuss about the Constitution of India, it is very much necessary to know the knowledge of to get the knowledge of the preamble of our Indian Constitution. So, in this manner, the preamble of our Indian Constitution is considered or called as the face of the Indian Constitution. The values, the ideals, the purpose, the aim of the Indian Constitution is explained in the preamble of our Indian Constitution. So, the preamble is the face of the Indian Constitution, which explains about the what is the preamble, what is the Constitution is going to provide the provisions of the Indian citizens, and what is the aim and objective and purpose of the Indian Constitution. For what purpose this Constitution, Indian Constitution is made, where we are going to see it is in the preamble. So, the preamble is explains about the aims and objectives and purpose of the Constitution, why the Constitution is going to form. ಪ್ರೀತಿಯ ವಿದ್ಯಾರ್ಥಿಗಳೇ, ಭಾರತ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಭಾರತದ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಕವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನು, ತತ್ವಗಳನ್ನು, ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಿಗೆ ನೀಡಲಿರುವ ಹಕ್ಕು ಹಾಗೂ ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳನ್ನು ಕುರಿತು ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆಯಲ್ಲಿ ವಿವರಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮುಖವಾಣಿ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ ಯಾವುದನ್ನ, ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆಯನ್ನು. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನದು ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಅಂದ್ರೆ, ದ ಪ್ರಿಯಂಬಲ್ ಈಸ್ ದಟ್ which explains about the aims and objectives and purpose and values of the Constitution, which considered as the basic structure of the Indian Constitution. The preamble is the face of the Constitution, which explains about the aims, purpose and objectives, and which considered as basic structure of the Constitution. ಹಾಗಾದ್ರೆ ಏನು ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಅಂದರೆ? ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಎಂದರೆ, ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆಯು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮುಖವಾಣಿಯಾಗಿದ್ದು, ಸಂವಿಧಾನವು ತನ್ನ ಪ್ರಜೆಗಳಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಲಿರುವ ಅಥವಾ ನೀಡುವ ವಿಶೇಷ ಸವಲತ್ತುಗಳು, ಸೌಲಭ್ಯಗಳು ಗಳನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸುವ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂವಿಧಾನವನ್ನು ಯಾವ ಕಾರಣಕ್ಕಾಗಿ ರಚಿಸಲಾಗಿದೆ ಎನ್ನುವ ಉದ್ದೇಶ, ಗುರಿಯನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸುವುದೇ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ. ಹಾಗೂ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆಯನ್ನು ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಬೇಸಿಕ್ ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಚರ್, ಮೂಲಭೂತ ರಚನೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದಲ್ಲಿ ಅಡಕವಾಗಿರುವಂತಹ ಎಲ್ಲಾ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನ, ಗುರಿ ಮತ್ತು ಉದ್ದೇಶಗಳನ್ನ ವಿವರಿಸುವ ಹಾಗೂ ಸಂವಿಧಾನದ ಮೌಲ್ಯಗಳನ್ನು ಹೊಂದಿರುವಂತಹದ್ದನ್ನೇ ನಾವು ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಅಂತ ಕರೀತೇವೆ. ಸಂವಿಧಾನ ದ ಪೂರ್ವ ಪೀಠಿಕೆ ಇಷ್ಟೆಲ್ಲದನ್ನು ವಿವರಿಸುತ್ತಾ ಅಂತ ನೋಡೋದಾದ್ರೆ, ವೆದರ್ ದ ಕಾನ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಷನ್ ಆಫ್ ಇಂಡಿಯಾ ಈಸ್ ಗೋಯಿಂಗ್ ಟು ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ಸ್ ಅಬೌಟ್ ದ ಪ್ರಿಯಾಂಬಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಅವರ್ Constitution of India is whether it is going to express about all these things, whether it is going to express about the values, whether it is going to express about the aims and purpose, whether it is going to express about the what type of provision that Constitution is going to provide for its citizens, and whether it is considered as a basic structure. These are the questions we need to understand. Okay, let's see. First, we are going to look into the what is the preamble of Indian Constitution? How the preamble of Indian Constitution is going to explain. See, we the people of India, having solemnly resolved, constitute India into a sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic republic, and to secure to all its citizens justice, social, economic, and political, liberty of thought, expression, belief, faith, and worship, equality of status, of opportunity, and to promote among them all fraternity, assisting the dignity of the individual and the unity and integrity of the nation. In our Constituent Assembly, the 26th day of November 1949, do hereby adopt, enact, and give ourselves this Constitution. So, this is the preamble of our Indian Constitution. The preamble of our Indian Constitution begins, we the people of India, having solemnly resolves, constitute India, what type of India? We are going to constitute, we are going to make India, what type of India? We are going to make sovereign country we are going to make. Sovereign, socialist, secular, democratic, republic, and to secure all citizens. Here, the beginning lines, the starting lines, the first line of the Indian preamble of Indian Constitution begins there is, we the people of India, we are all, those who are citizens of India are all we the people of India, because we know that the Constituent Assembly is indirectly elected by the peoples of India. Because of this reason, the peoples are indirectly involved in the making of our Indian Constitution. In other words, the Constitution of India formed by the peoples who are elected, indirectly elected by the people's representatives, those who are indirectly elected by the peoples. So, the Constituent Assembly, the body of the representatives who are elected by the peoples indirectly, are going to form the Indian Constitution, and it represents all of Indians, we the people. We means everyone in the country. We the people of India, having solemnly resolved, constitute India. What type of India we are going to make? Sovereign. Sovereign means supreme, independent, internally and externally. It is free from all the clutches. It is not having under any clutches internally and externally. It is independent India. Sovereign means independent. Independent India. Socialist. What is the meaning of a socialist means? Socialist means state is going to provide basic necessities to the peoples, and all the means of the productions are in the hands of the state. Equal distribution of the wealth. The socialist concept is that equal distribution of wealth. To minimize the gap between rich and poor. This is the concept of the socialist. And secular. Secular means to provide Indian religions. Here, Hinduism is there, Muslim religion is there, Islam is there, Christian religion is there in our country, Jainism, Buddhism, Zoroastrian. So, India is a land of multi-religions. We are not able to see, or we are not says that India is a land of only one religion. Here, there is so many religions are there. Here, there is a Hinduism is there, Hindu religion, Christianity is there, Islam is there, Buddhism, Jainism, Zoroastrian, Sikh religion also is there. In this manner, the constitution, the preamble of Indian constitution is going to say that India is a secular country. Equal status and respect. Equal status and respect. And treatment. Equal treatment, equal respect, equal status. So, every religion. No religion is superior, no religion is inferior. Anyone can adopt, faith and worship any religion. There is no restriction to it. In this manner, India is a secular country and democratic republic. See, democratic republic means India government is going to elected by its peoples, its own peoples. The peoples are going to elect the government, representatives of the government. The people participation is there in the country. Peoples are going to involve directly and indirectly in the activities of the government. The democratic form of government is going to say that the government is elected by the peoples. And the republic. Republic means the head of the institution, the head of the government, the president is elected by its peoples. Peoples are going to elect the president of the country. And then it is going to assure it all citizens. What? First one, justice, liberty, equality and fraternity. See, the Constitution of India is going to assure or guarantee everyone in the country that it is going to provide justice to matter of justice, social, economic and political. There is no discrimination. There is no exploitation. It is going to bring social justice. It is going to bring economic justice. It is going to bring political justice. And equal opportunities is going to provide to everyone in the society. And it is going to stop the discrimination in the society in regard to the social, economic and political. And liberty of thought. I have my own thought. That is the liberty. Freedom. Express. Not only thought. I have a thought in my mind that I can express. There is a liberty that is going to provide the Constitution, which is going to say that, preamble is going to say that the Indian Constitution is going to give the liberty of thought, and not only thought, you have thoughts in your mind, but along with that, you have a freedom of expression that it is going to provide. Belief. I can believe any religion. I can believe in any God. And faith. Yes. I have a faith in any religion. I have a faith in any God. I have a faith in any isms. Along with that, worship. We can worship any religion, any God. That is the freedom. That is the liberty. And equality of what? Status and opportunity. The status is going to give everyone in the society in an equal manner. No one is superior, no one is inferior. Opportunities are going to be distributed, given to everyone, and promote among them all what? Fraternity. Fraternity means brotherhoodness. We are going to establish the fraternity in the country because it is an individual dignity. The dignity of life is very important. The Constitution of India is going to give the dignity individual dignity of every individual. That is the preamble is going to say that. And individual dignity and unity and integrity. The fraternity is very much very important in the country because fraternity brings what? Unity. The unity and the integrity. Unity and integrity are most essential for the nation. Unity and integrity for the nation. When we are going to bring the fraternity, brotherhoodness among the peoples, and when we are going to bring the individual dignity in the country, then we are able to see unity and integrity. Everyone, we are all Indians. We are all one. No matter what type of religion we are, no matter what type of language, culture, no matter which state we are belongs to. But when we come to the nation, when we come to the unity and integrity, we are proudly say that we are all Indians because the fraternity is a greatest value which brings among all the peoples. Who is going to assure you? The Constitution, the preamble of our Indian Constitution says that the basic principle of our Indian Constitution is that the purpose of the Indian Constitution, the aim of the Indian Constitution says that it is going to bring the fraternity among the people because it brings the unity and integrity of the country. Along with that, in our Constituent Assembly, as I already told you that the Constitution is formed by the Constituent Assembly that 26th day of November 1949, 26th November 1949, 26th November 1949. On this day, hereby we are going to adopt, enact, give ourselves this Constitution. So, the Constitution is going to adopted by the Constituent Assembly. As I already told when we are discussed in the Constituent Assembly topic, that the Constituent Assembly gives its approval to the Constitution on 26 November 1949. But the enforcement date is that the enforcement date of the Indian Constitution is 26 January 1950. But adopted date, the Constituent Assembly gave its approval to the Constitution is 26 November 1949. So, dear students, this is the preamble of our Indian Constitution which explains about the basic principles of our Indian Constitution and what type of country that the Constitution is going to form and what are all the assurances and what are all the provisions and privileges that the Constitution is going to give its citizens. This is all explained in the preamble. If we need to understand the Constitution of India, we need to understand and we need to read the preamble of Indian Constitution. So, the basic structure of the Constitution is the preamble of Indian Constitution. We need to understand the Constitution, we need to read the Constitution, and before we are going to read the Constitution, we need to read the preamble and understand the preamble of our Constitution. So, this is the basic structure of Indian Constitution which explains about everything. What type of political culture, what type of nature of the political system of our country, and what are all the provisions, privileges that the Constitution is going to assure its citizens. So, this is all about the preamble of our Indian Constitution. So, dear students, in the next class, we are going to discuss about the remaining things of our Indian Constitution. Thank you very much.